Back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Plug Talk with Fuego, hosted by yours truly, Fuego. Yes, sir. We back, man. And I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys are achieving what goals that you have set out for yourselves in the past week or so. And I hope everything is going your way in life. And yeah, me personally, yeah, I am like achieving the things that I've set out to achieve, but I take everything step by step and I take it slowly. And obviously, I've ran into a few bumps along the way, but that's part of the journey. That's part of life. That's part of the path to success. You just can't give up. That's the only thing we can't do is just give up. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. Really, like, I would hate it if my friends weren't doing good. I know I've said this before, but that's because I mean it. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing great, man. But yeah, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about just a few things. I'm basically going to be talking about the Tal Ass MO situation because that has been trending lately. He divorced his wife. He's going through a divorce right now. But yeah, it's very interesting, very spicy, and very saucy. So I'll definitely start with that. And a new South African Netflix series also coming in September that is going to be big for South Africa. That is also going to be big for Netflix, considering there's a writer's strike. And there's not really been a lot of good content on Netflix, like a lot of good series lately. So that's very good, especially for South Africans, because it has a lot of main actors in it. And after watching the trailer, it looks good, bro. Yeah, and an update on the GTA 6 hacker. That kid, bro, like that kid is just a menace, bro. And now they're trying to justify it by saying he's a minor. He's not really a minor, he's an adult, bro. He's 18 years old. He knew what he was doing. And they can't play the whole mental illness and whatever card because in my opinion, he's just like a normal kid like everybody else. And yeah. Another thing I'm gonna talk about is the Steve Harvey situation. Yeah, man, there's a lot of sauce to that too as well, because his wife was allegedly accused of cheating on him, but they've both come out and denied the claims, so we'll have to just find out and see whether that's true or not. But yeah, let's get into it, bro, and start with that. But before we start, please, you can find this podcast, this episode, and all the other episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and basically every other platform where you can listen to podcasts. So please, not don't just watch it on YouTube, but also support us by listening to this on other platforms as well. And you can also do that by sharing this with your friends, like I always say. So please share this with your friends, bro. But yeah, let's get into it, bro. The first topic, which is Tall Ass Mo, bro. Yeah. But with the whole Tall Ass Mo situation, we have to basically start from the beginning. And we have to start with the rape case and the allegations where he was accused of raping a young lady that who he was on with on the set of MasterChef way back in 2015, 2016. This is years ago. I forgot her name, Lerato something, but I just forgot her name. But yeah, she accused him of raping him on set, right? And he went to the podcast with McG, and he basically like told the entire story and told the truth about the situation, what really happened and what really went down. And he basically told us what we were already like thinking that she's basically lying because lately there's been this whole new trend of young women or just women in general accusing men in high power or whoever high status of rape because to them that's like a huge money making opportunity and that is wrong, bro. Let me just fix this. Yeah, that's good. That is wrong, bro. I mean, if you're trying to make money, just do something of your own, bro, or get a job or something. Don't try and tarnish a man's name because you have to think about it like that man has a family. He has probably a wife and kids that he has to look after who look up to him and who love him. And now you're accusing him of raping you and basically like ruining your life. And that's not right because you're ruining his life in the process. And when you're found lying, nobody gains from it. His career is down the drain while you're making big moves while this whole thing is happening because everybody's going to run to you and support you because that's what happened in that situation. She was supported. Everybody turned their back on Tal Ass MO, as he said. People who he thought were his closest friends turned their backs on him. And he was depressed and he damn near committed suicide and killed himself. And for me, that's a very scary situation, bro. Like, when I think of it, it's like, oh, damn, bro. You really pushed a black man to almost hanging himself, bro. Like, that to me is unforgivable, bro. Like, I cannot forgive you. Like, whether you try and play the mental illness or the whatnot card, and I have problems in my life. Everybody has problems in their life, bro. So I don't fuck with that at all, bro. So yeah, and after that whole situation, he said that he was left traumatized of black women. I mean, I see that happening because a black woman is the one who accused him of doing those things. But what's weird about it is that after he said that, he immediately started dating another black woman after now divorcing his wife, who is a black woman. And I know you're confused by this, but that's the situation, bro. That's the reality of it. And it's like, bro, are you lying or were you not happy in that relationship? And I'm gonna have to pull out the pictures on this, like the info on this. Yeah, he basically, bro, this is a whole. I'm gonna read from the report, like the news report, right? Mo shared the news of the separation and demise of his marriage in a recent interview with DJ Fresh on his What a Week podcast. So the statement he said is, currently right now, Mome and I are separated, right? We are separated and we are in the process of filing for divorce, which is weird, because like, him and Mommy were in love. They were very much in love, bro. They really loved each other like a lot. Where is it, bro? He then went on to say, it really hurts me so much because we have reached a point whereby things are just not they're not working anymore between the two of us. So he basically said that the marriage was dead and there's nothing that he could possibly do about it. And that's sad, bro, because it makes you think like, is he lying about it or was it just not working anymore for him and he just needed to find something different in his life? And that could be the case, but for me it's like, okay, if that's the case, then why are you saying that you are traumatized by black women when you're going to divorce your wife just to go and date another black woman? You don't have to make excuses. Just say that you're not happy in your marriage. No, like, I love and respect you as a comedian and as a celeb and as a figure in the entertainment area. You're one of the people that I want to meet one day. He is one of the people I want to meet one day. But after this, like, it made me think about him in a whole new different point of view, in a whole new different perspective. It's like, damn, man. But I mean, I'm judging him, but I'm not judging him at the same time. It's weird, but yeah, it's a whole weird situation. But I hope him and Momi can work out their differences because they made an amazing couple. They raised amazing children, and I was a fan of their show. Yeah, man. I just hope that they can work this out. Or if they do get divorced, I hope it happens in a civil way because we all know how divorce happens. It tends to get very ugly, and the only people who lose in that situation are the kids because they're the ones who are going to get affected by their parents separating. But yeah, you guys share your thoughts in the comments about this whole thing. Yeah, on to the next topic, bro. The new South African Netflix series, Miseducation, right? And it's basically about a politician's child who is humiliated, and she basically then moves to a whole different province, I think, or city, and goes to that university there because nobody knows her, and she knows there's a high chance of nobody even giving a damn about her and her recent embarrassment. because now she's trying to regain her social status. I mean, it's like just another remake of another of other shows that we've already watched of such things happening of a kid that got embarrassed, then moved to a whole new different town to try and regain their social status. But it does seem very interesting, you know. It's a mix of sex education and blood and water. So I think it will be nice and it will be entertaining. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. It's coming out this month in September. I just can't wait to watch it. Because I love Blood and Water and Sex Education, so I'm hoping that it's gonna live up to the hype. Because I read some of the comments and people are hyped about it, but there were a few comments that touched on something that I was also thinking of, which is the concern of new series sexualizing everything, and there's always just too much sex in the series and in the shows. It's like in every episode, you know damn straight there's going to be a sex scene, or in every second episode. And that is the truth. Another comment I read on, was it YouTube or was it on Twitter, where they said that the person said, I wish that series would just like totally now take out sex scenes and just like have like a glimpse of it starting and skip that whole thing, and at the end just imply that there was sex, you know. And for me that does seem like a very good solution to that problem, because I mean I'm also getting tired of the multiple sex scenes, bro. It's like, oh bro, it's getting tired, it's getting corny, and it's becoming a huge problem, bro. It's like I know for a straight fact there's gonna be sex in in that episode, and I don't want that. And let it catch me off guard and catch me by surprise. If you want to add it, if you really need to add it to add realism to the series, then do that. Like catch me by surprise and catch me off guard with a steamy sex scene and something that's gonna be like, oh my god, but when you look at series like Fatal Seduction, Sex Education, and many more, you just see like sex scene after sex scene in every episode, and you're like, you know, even like it becomes cringe, bro. You just don't want to watch, especially with family. How do you watch a good series like that with family when you know it's gonna be sexy? Because then you know it's gonna be awkward, bro. I mean, how many memes are there of that of a situation like that? It's like you just sit there and you're like, can this scene just end so we can go back to watching a deep story and just enjoy the story for it and the series for that deep story? But yeah, the directors, the writers, and the producers need to just sit down and come together and just think of a solution for this main concern, you know, because I really am concerned and worried about that, bro. I'm not just saying that because I want to, I just feel like saying that, but I really am concerned about that, and I hope they do work on it in the upcoming series and the upcoming shows. That would be amazing. That would be a great shift and a great change to it. But back to the series Miseducation. I hope it'll stick around like Blood and Water. I mean, if they can give us a good two, three, maybe four seasons, I'll enjoy it. I think I'll enjoy it because after watching the series and they just dropped, did they? No, I think that was Top Boy where they dropped another trailer. They, I'm just gonna wait for another trailer just to get a much more in-depth view on it, and I'll get back to it. But yeah, it seems very interesting. I am very hyped and very pumped to watch it. I hope you guys as well know or heard of it and are happy, because with the writer's strike in Hollywood, Netflix is relying on international series to basically keep Netflix alive. Because hey man, these new shows that are coming out on Netflix are just so whack. I mean, Depth versus Heard, the trial, bro. There was no need for that, bro. Like we literally watched the entire trial on TikTok and on Instagram. Why do you need to document it and put it on Netflix? That's dumb for me, bro. So this is good that the international shows are coming out and basically showing what they have and giving a whole new perspective, because they're also going to draw an international um, audience, and more people internationally are going to watch these South African shows, these Nigerian shows, these Ghanaian shows, all of these African shows, and all these other international shows like Swedish, Irish, whatever show, bro, because we need more original content. That's what I've been saying about shows like series, movies. We need something original. We need something different in the entertainment industry, bro, because it's become so boring, bro. The format for to have a successful show is to take what's popping and to change it here and there and to just give some bit of depth to the characters, and that's all you've got, bro. Like that format is not gonna last 20, 30 years, bro. Like entertainment industry has been around for years. We've seen that in television, bro. The shows just kept being different. They kept telling a different story, giving a different perspective, and that was amazing, bro. That was like, okay, wow. I really want to watch a new episode. I really want to. I'm waiting for the new season, bro. But now it's like, oh, I can already predict what's gonna happen. So I hope Miseducation, even though it seems like just another remake of something like Sex Education or something like Blood and Water, I hope it's going to be totally different. I hope as it progresses, we'll have a much more different story. And I hope that they take into consideration that the audience is getting tired of the content that is there. It's just like YouTube. There's just too much of the same thing, bro. And too much of something is not good, bro. It's like, nah, I don't want to watch that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to watch that anymore. And that's the case with me. There's just some shows, some YouTubers, there's just some things that I just don't want to watch anymore because I've seen so much of it, and every time I scroll, I see something again that's similar to that, and that just bores me and it angers me and it makes me really consider like, um, is all of this really worth my time? Because time is a very precious gift that God has given us, and we need to appreciate that. We really need to. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. You guys need to just like let me know what you guys think of it, and we can just talk about it, bro. Because on this channel, I just love interactions, and we haven't really had any interactions with comments. So to the viewers that do come back and watch this, please just comment and let me know your opinion. This is a safe space, and you can share. So please do share. But before we continue, let's take an ad break and shout out to the sponsor, Squad X Clothing. It's an amazing clothing brand. Check out their clothes. I'm just gonna take a gulp of water, if I may. So, ladies and gentlemen, Squad X is a proudly South African clothing brand where you can find all types of amazing clothes. So you can simply either head to Instagram, hit them with a follow, obviously, go on to the link, you click the link, and it will take you to their website where you will find a whole variety of different types of shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, and I mean, you gotta admit, this is cool clothes and at very affordable prices as well, where you can also find all types of sizes as well, and you can pick a your own type of delivery, and there's multiple ways of paying. You can pay via EFT with your credit or debit card, pay now, or pay later with MobiCred or with Ozo. So yeah, this is a very good clothing brand, and it's very easy to support them. So please show your love and please show your support to the clothing brand. Shout out to Squad X. They are the sponsor of the podcast. Let's get into the next topic, guys, which is the GTA 6 hacker. And yeah, he basically hacked Rockstar and released some very big files about GTA and very important information on the new GTA 6 game that we've been waiting for the past damn near 10 years, bro. I feel like we're gonna die before we get GTA 6. Like, I'm concerned that I may die before I get GTA 6. And that worries me, bro, because I really want to play it, especially on next gen, because I feel like it's gonna be amazing, but Rockstar just taking too much damn time working on it. And I'm glad somebody released some information about it since Rockstar's just been totally quiet about it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, bro, you didn't have to go about it the way you did because he basically threatened and tried to blackmail Rockstar into releasing more information about the game, which is very wrong. I don't condone that type of thing. And right now he's awaiting trial. And funny enough, this isn't the first time he's done this. He's done this to another gaming platform and released information about their next upcoming game. So he is a repeat offender, and this is not good for him. Even though he's only 18, he is an adult, And if found guilty of the accusations and charges against him, he can be looking at jail time. And that's not good because this is a youngster, this is a teenager, man. And he basically just wants to play his favorite game. I get it. He's like every one of us. I just want to play the new game, bro. But the way he went about it is not right at all. And my opinion is I think he should be punished in some way, but I don't think jail time is right, bro. Because there's probably some nerd who's living with his mom and he's always on his computer, so he just has all that free time to just be able to hack, and he has the skills and resources to be able to hack a huge mega company like Rockstar. So, yeah, let him be punished, but let the punishment not be severe, if you get what I'm saying. Let it be a thing of where, maybe give him community service or just ban him from being able to access that much things. And I know that's difficult to do because I'm a coder myself. I am learning coding, but just some punishment, bro, because he's young, but he doesn't deserve to have his life taken away from him for something as dumb as just hacking a gaming network or a gaming company and just forcing them to release information on the game. So just give him a punishment, not a slap on the wrist. That's what I'm saying. Give him a punishment that's going to make him really reevaluate life and think about his choices and have regret over what he's done. That's what I'd like. I'd like for that to happen. But I mean, I know how the American law system works, and he's probably not even going to get punished for this, especially if he's white. I don't want to be racist, but but that's the truth, bro. That's the sad truth. Like if he's white, he's probably not gonna get punished for it, bro. And bro, I don't agree with that, bro. Like, let him get some punishment, bro. Because I mean, for a black man to like, I just saw a report of a pregnant black woman who was shot and killed for not wanting to leave her car. Bro, so that's what I'm saying. Like, give him some form of punishment. I also watched a video on TikTok of a young black man have like being put on death row and being sentenced to death. And for me, that was dark. It's like, bro, as human beings, if I do something wrong and now you have the right to take my life away, no, I'm not saying take his life away for doing that. That's not what I'm saying. But just give him a good enough punishment where he's gonna learn from it. And let's also change these harsh punishments that we're giving these young men because like they're just doing it because they feel the need to. And yeah, but I know we're going a little off topic because this is about a game and now I'm going deeper into it about life and death. But I just want to like give a much more deeper perspective on this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let him get some form of punishment and yeah, let him learn because I don't want him to do this again, bro, because there's a high chance if he doesn't get punished for this, he's gonna definitely do this again for another big game and it's not gonna go well or he's gonna do something bigger and something worse since he's gonna think he has the power to do something like that and he's not supposed to have such power or not supposed to feel like he has such power, in my opinion. I mean, to give that much power to an 18-year-old is like giving nukes to a 5-year-old, bro. It's like he's just gonna fuck everything up, bro. And that's not good for gamers. That's not good for anybody. That's not good for society, bro. Because society does need to work on itself, bro. In reality, there's a lot of things that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, yeah. As human beings, we really have just lost our ways, and we've done what God and all the prophets and all of God's angels and His messengers predicted for us, which is to basically become bigger monsters and to mess the world up even more. And that has also affected our kids because our kids are also the same. I mean, like nowadays, I don't know. Let me not even get into that too deeply. I just don't want to go way off topic. But yeah, you guys also should just like let me know what you think of this whole GTA 6 hacker situation. It's a tough thing, bro, because like we got information about this game, but then at what cost? You know, because there's always going to be consequences for your actions, hopefully, so you can learn from it. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. That's my take on this whole situation, and I hope that gets sorted out. And I hope he learns from this and he just doesn't do this again, since he is a repeat offender. But yeah, on to the next topic, which is Steve Harvey. A lot has been going on Twitter, bro, about this whole situation. A lot of people have been talking about it because, I mean, we all know who Steve Harvey is. He's Uncle Steve, bro. He's one of the best comedians to come out from this century, along with the likes of Bernie Mac, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy. You know, he's an icon in the comedy world. So, and in the entertainment industry as well. And he's a very successful businessman. He is an idol to many and a big influence on young black men. So, this whole situation and this whole accusation that his wife, Marjorie Harvey, cheated on him with the cook and the bodyguard, it's crazy for me, bro, because the bodyguard came out and gave a statement saying that he was sleeping with Marjorie. And for me, that was like, what? What the fuck? This is the same guy who's been telling and teaching black men how to take care of black women, how to treat their women, you know, not just black women, how to treat their women in general. And I applaud him for doing that because, you know, relationship wise, it's kind of fucked up in today's society, in today's time and world. We're all just very toxic and just are out to hurt each other in the worst way possible. And that is not good at all. So, yeah, he has been doing something good for men. And now that is being labeled as simping. And in some way, I mean, sure, it can be considered simping, but it's just the man who loves his wife, bro. And calling him a simp just because his wife cheated on him, it's kind of fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, after that, they have both come out recently and basically denied the allegations. And I mean, for me, that's weird, bro. Like, for me, for someone as random as a bodyguard to just come out of the blue and say, hey, man, I've been sleeping with that guy's wife, that's weird for me because there's a high chance that that is true, but at the same time, there's a high chance that maybe him and Steve had a disagreement. Maybe he was fired. Maybe him and Marjorie had a disagreement, and he just did this to spite her. The possibilities are endless. That's the thing. The possibilities are endless. So I hope for their sake and for society's sake that that is not true because they are an amazing couple. I won't lie, when this came out, I was like, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree because we all know how her daughter Lori Harvey is. I mean, bro, she's just jumping from man to man. I'm sorry. Like, you can hate me for saying that because a lot of real girls are big fans of Lori Harvey. But let's be real, bro. She be jumping from guy to guy, bro. She be jumping from man to man like it's nothing, bro. She be changing guys like it's panties, bro. Cause she was with Future, then she's with Michael B. Jordan, and they were happy. I was like, okay, Michael found his guy. I found his girl, and she found her guy. I was thinking, hey, this could be an amazing couple, and they could probably become like Steve and her mom. And then that didn't work out, and now she's with Damson Idris, and I like them as well as a couple, but deep down, I know that relationship is not gonna last long. I know for a fact by next year or in the next 2 years, there's gonna be claims of them breaking up. I know people are like, I'm wishing bad on them. I'm not wishing bad on them. I just know that that could happen. You know what I'm saying? I just know that that could happen. But yeah, I just hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, but that was my initial thoughts at the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And for a minute, I was right, but then when they denied it, I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong. But at the same time, it's like, hey man, what if I'm right? But yeah, only they know, only that square, not circle, that square of people, which is um Steve, Marjorie, the bodyguard, and the chef. Only they know what's real, what's true, and what's not true. So let's not judge them. Let's not judge her. Let's not bash her on the internet or anything like that. I don't want that, and I hate that that happens to women because at the end of the day, women are human beings. So let's respect and love them as they are human beings, as we expect them to love and respect us as human beings and as men as well. But yeah, and like this whole cheating thing, it's like it makes you think like no matter how good you treat somebody, they'll always hurt you or they'll always do some fuck shit and just break your heart, bro. Like I've been saying this to people that like you can love someone all you want, but there's a high chance that that person doesn't love you the way you love them. So you just have to like be able to see. I know it's not easy, but you have to have some sense of just being able to be like, okay, maybe I'm falling too deep. Maybe I'm doing too much because there is something as doing too much. I've been telling people that there is a thing as doing too much, and you shouldn't be doing too much because you just never know. A person could hurt you, bro. Like, especially with dating. I always tell people there's a high chance that the person you're dating is not going to be your wife, bro. So you treating her like a wife is just gonna lead to your downfall, bro. It's definitely just gonna lead to your downfall. And I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want that to happen to anybody. We live in a very toxic and very unhealthy age where everybody is just trying to be more toxic and trying to hurt the other person. And in reality, we're just hurting ourselves. And that's messed up, bro. That's really just messed up. And I hope we can work on this, but I doubt that will ever happen. Like the signs have always been there, and this is just how it's going to be till the end of time. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. All I want to say. That's all I'm going to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you do, please like, subscribe, put the notification bell on, and leave a comment down in the section. And also share this with your friends. Tell your friends, share this with their friends, and just spread the word of Plug Talk with Fuego. And yeah, and also check out the last episode that we released, and also check out the gaming content I just released. I just released a very good episode where I just got a win in Fortnite. I had fun playing that. I hope you guys will have fun watching it as much as I had fun making that for you guys. But yeah, I hope to catch y'all here on the next episode. Signing off from Fuego. Peace, guys.